And welcome everybody back. Oh shit, that's bad. We forgot to change the screen. 1 sec. And it's back. Okay, welcome everybody back to 3.5 Dungeoneers. This is week number 13. You played in most of them.
No, the thing I put in my mouth.
yes, I know. It was funny the timing you used to say that. Anyway, welcome everybody back, and let's have some more Dungeons & Dragons fun. So you guys just mounted your ponies / horses, and were marching out of Starsong Hill, that is located somewhere.
Do you wonder where Hennessy is, by the way? Sorry for interrupting.
You can wander however you can wander in game, however much you want. He's just not there. Just let me finish up. You wander off north from this hill right here, going to your previous location in the west. Alright, so yeah, go on. What's happening?
The question is, once we step out of there, will we actually remember if Hennessy was in there or not?
You will not.
So I can't remember if Hennessy was in there or not. I really don't know. I hope he shows up, obviously. I hope nothing bad happened to him, but I wouldn't have certainly wrote that one down.
So I came out of the forest and I'm like, wow, I know new spells.
So, Sarah, just to
Wait,
explain
did you
the
remember
process. Yes. Just process. So you kind of move, you move, and you don't see anything. Nothing happens to them, and then at a certain point, you all hits you. Just after a couple of minutes after you have already moved out of the ring. So it's not something that happens like poof, and you just forget.
Alright.
Okay, so you guys have no memory at all about what happened in Starsong Hill, and whatever
We do
information.
remember the fact that we have been in there.
You do remember the fact.
We remember getting captured and getting led there, etc., etc.
Yes, so you remember getting there, but after that, it's all blurry. It's all.
And do we
just
remember being
faded.
out when we were fighting the imaginary dragon? Because that wasn't in Star Wars.
Yes, no, everything that was out of the location is you can remember. Yes. Oh, this is interesting. And seems who wakes up.
Devil.
Good morning to you.
Devil.
Are you here?
Oh,
We cannot.
no.
We cannot hear you. Yes.
Yes,
A
I'm
wi-
here.
A wild Hennessy appears.
Okay.
Hennessy appears.
Just in time. So can you turn up your cam?
Yeah, hang on.
Thank you.
Nothing important happened. We just.
I think I might need a great ball to catch him. Don't worry. I hope he doesn't teleport away though.
My one thing. You oversleep or what? What happened?
Oh no, actually I got trapped on the freeway.
Oh, that's bad.
Flat tire, and I was fighting to get it fixed.
That is very bad. It's too bad, mate. Anyway, we've managed to get out of Starsong Hill, and you just magically disappeared that morning. Maybe seemingly spent the night in the tent of
All things you fell in.
of the mistress.
We thought because you're a small creature and she's a medium-sized one, the potential for you to actually fall in or possibly get stuck might have been there.
Yeah, so let me just set up the cams real fast because of our new friend over here, and then we can just jump into it. Okay, so Hennessy.
Yes.
What happened with Hennessy? Where did he go? Where did he disappear?
He had a great time with that lady friend of his from last night. Apparently.
Interesting, and continue on.
And, due to that, he he decided that he was gonna go find her a nice little gift that requires going into the forest and, you know, gathering some halfling herbs.
Okay, so you kind of just went out to the forest in a random position that no guard was there, and you kind of go out just 50 feet off to the right of your friends. And as you move out, you feel a bit woozy, and after a couple of minutes, you lose all memory of being in Starsong Hill. Everything that happened in Starsong Hill is no longer your memory. It's no longer in your head. Absolutely everything. Everything that happened outside, so like you guys going there trying to find it, or you guys being captured and being brought there, everything is still a memory, but you don't know anything that happened inside.
Oh man, you got laid and now you just technically unlaid yourself. Unlucky.
You technically just unlaid yourself, exactly.
I think if we're keeping count of how many times people have had sex in the campaign, that one doesn't count. I'm sorry.
I
Okay.
think it counts, it just doesn't count as memory.
So
Yes.
you all feel the same, and you see your friend 50 feet off to the right.
Oh, lovely. I'm going to go join my friends then.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
I imagine I read the bit of paper that's stuck to the back of the poor pony's head. Not literally stuck to the back of the pony's head, but it's
Yes, exactly. And what does your note say?
Dear Vala, you will not remember anything that just happened behind you. P.S. Elves are okay, going to help, but had to put up magic shield. Walk
Okay.
past shield, cannot remember anything. Don't panic, continue on to rest. Love, Balrak.
Okay, you read the note for yourself, you recognize your handwriting.
I'll
Yes.
read out loud.
It is, yeah, okay, you read it out loud. Everybody else, do you have a note?
I have a note to myself.
Oh, is that what you wanted us to put in?
What?
That's what you wanted us to put in roll 20.
Yes, exactly. Just so you read
Oh,
it.
I thought you just meant like our notes of what happened, like things that I've been jotting down in my character sheet and shit
No,
like
no,
that. Sorry,
no,
I've
just this.
twigged.
No, just this, like, because this is important to what your characters know. Okay, so Cyril, do you write anything specific?
Well,
I was
this
telling you
here
that
is
I can't have what's on my character sheet.
You just read to me what you had on that parchment.
No, I just fucked up there, haven't I?
You just read it.
my note is not. I guess since I don't remember writing it and I didn't have it on hand, I would not find it easily right now. So
Interesting. Okay, so it's somewhere in your pack.
yeah, and it's not useful at all.
Okay, Nick, do you have your note at hand?
Yes,
Alexander,
I have my note at hand.
what does it say?
says it has two words. Dispel yourself.
Okay.
Or break enchantment.
Yes.
Okay, and anything?
Oh, page 2 of the note. No, I don't think. I think it's a little bit. Nah.
Okay, so what's happening now, guys? After this whole all this.
Guys,
Oh,
do we know where we are?
Guessing the elven forest kind of makes sense.
you have no idea where you are. You're somewhere in the black fence. That at least can be seen because the zone is like after exiting Starsong Hill, the zone is very arid.
Can we see the lake? From,
You can
know,
see the river just passed behind you, and the lake that you know you can reach, like Wake West where the capital is, has formed a river that's going on your right. So this is something that you already know. So you could follow.
We
you
could
could
we
possi-
could see a few because we remember going to the lake, and obviously we've got a map. We could orientate ourselves via the river,
the river to your right. Yes.
the lake, and everything. Yeah. So yeah, Valrak will point that out and ask. I think Hennessy's got the map to get the map out, and we'll.
By the way, don't speak like this. We can't.
And we'll orientate ourselves from there, and we'll try and get on the road to rest. If there's anybody else who's got any bright ideas of what we're doing, anybody know what fucking day it is?
No.
Shit.
You have no idea how many days have passed.
Didn't really think this one through, did
Not really, no.
I didn't understand it either, though. So
Well, I could not have explained it more plainly, to be honest.
he said put your notes in the document. Yeah, I have my notes on my character sheet. That's what I thought you meant. Put the things in. That's why I said, oh, I'll put my notes in afterwards because they're all on my sheet. I didn't think you meant write a note and put it into there. But I get what you meant now.
Okay, so yeah.
But it's quite funny what's happened anyway, so I'm alright.
You guys, I guess you guys follow the river up north.
While we follow the river, I show your healer my message that says dispel yourself, and I ask, can you help?
Maybe. I've never tried this spell before, but I think I may be able to do something tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. So, going on. It takes you about 6 hours of travel, which are uninterrupted by anything but the vast arid zones and swampy shores.
It's not like a path that we can see on the map.
No. There's no path. There's no path. You know on the map, you kind of marked it.
There was a path, wasn't there? But it didn't appear to be there.
Exactly. And you're on the wrong side. The path was on the right end, and you're on the left end. So you still have the map, or the goblin map, that kind of has marked where rest is.
Mm-hmm.
So you can follow the river and go there. Okay, so a large, dark lake broods in the marshlands here, measuring nearly 2 miles wide. Nick, typing. Again, like, you and everybody here actually types very loudly. And you point it out. Okay.
Mechanical keyboards and high quality microphones.
Mechanical keyboards.
Okay, mechanical keyboards, exactly. So, let's continue on with this. Out near the middle of the lake, dozen of the crypt stone buildings just jut from the blackwater. In most cases, these buildings sag and are lean treacherously the windows of their upper stories open. Now, even within the still lake's surface. Two buildings that seem to have survived relatively intact draw your attention. One, a large stone tower about a quarter-mile off from the southern shore, and the other a large stone building near the lake's center. Both structures have rickety wooden walkways linking them at the water level. These look like recent additions. It looks seem like that someone has made an attempt to settle here.
So do we not see any sign of activity? This place is just a swamp.
You are above. You are basically 200 or 300 feet in the back from this, just kind of viewing it from a small hilltop.
Yeah, but that's all actual like swamp.
It is a lake and a very swamp-like environment. Let's see over here. You can all give me a spot check, and they listen as well.
Oh, I didn't put skill points. Then I forgot to build up. That later.
Okay, 20. That's everybody else, please.
Wait, I don't have my listen in the macro.
Good. Just roll me spot
first one.
first, and
Yeah,
then
spot.
listen after.
Rolled it in the correct order.
Good. So, is that everybody?
No, I have to do mine still.
Okay, just wait for you. Are you in roll 20?
Yep.
Okay, good. Let's change the music in the background. Swamplandia.
So it's first, then listen, you said?
Yes, listen, spot first, and then listen. Awesome. So whoever did a spot, this spot check of 20, okay, those you see,
I did one of 23.
you see lizard folk lurking about various huts and that ring the lake, and note a glint of steel and movement near the top of the tower out in the lake as a hobgoblin sentry moves about.
Actual lizard folk, not like razor fiend sort of thing.
No, actual wizard folk. Okay, and those who did above a DC 20 of listen, you hear a distant, chittering roar from somewhere within the ruins, with sounds much like the roar of the green spawn lizard fiends that you guys have fought
hear
before.
that and pointed out to the rest of the party.
By the way. Since I'm running on my unicorn also gets the checks, right?
Yes, because he actually can speak with you, so yeah.
If I give the donkey a carrot, can he roll?
No. No, that's the same thing. So he doesn't hear or see anything specific.
I give him a carrot anyway, and ask what he thinks of the situation.
Okay, you give him a carrot. He's very happy for that carrot. You haven't given him a carrot in a long time.
Gave him one yesterday.
No, he had a lot of
I can't
carrots.
remember that.
He forgot.
Yeah, you forgot.
No, I
He,
didn't.
He forgot.
you
I
forgot.
gave him one when I came back.
No, you forgot about giving him any
Valrak
carrots.
forgets, but you're accusing me of being a bad order, which is a person that insulted me, not
He
Valrak.
himself forgets.
Don't you accuse me
Yeah,
of mistreat my
The
fucking
donkey itself forgets. So he hasn't
Donkey's
gotten
paying
a
me for food.
the donkey hasn't gotten a carrot in a very long time, from his perspective.
Actually, he hasn't got a carrot at all because I got the carrots in the elven thing. So
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
know how the fuck any of the carrots is evident, but
And it turns out Donkey is the one who remembers. Oh no.
Okay, so what's happening? You are looking down at Rest, the former capital of the human kingdom, now in ruins. Anybody who wants to make out a bit of background can make me a history check.
Oh, I think I got that. Yes, I do. Yes.
I have those, but I'm still not interested.
Massive +1. Oh yes, Valrak knows.
Varak knows nothing.
Valrak forgot the name of the place.
Varak barely remembers the name of the place. Okay.
This isn't the Elven encampment.
So, what's happening? What are you guys doing?
From the lizard folk that we saw, are they naked lizard folk or were they armed? Like,
They are-
lizard folk are usually naked, aren't they?
Yes, the user folk are usually naked, but these are armed and armored.
What sort of armament?
They have hide armor
general.
on them. They seem to have hide armor, most of them. Just leather, like
Nothing too heavy.
nothing metal, nothing like that. And just short spears. Some have just clubs. Others have small axes. It's nothing too elaborate. Just like simple weapons.
Is it foreseeable to know that lizard folk usually fight in relatively large numbers? Or is that too...
This is a nature check, if you do wish to do that.
I'm not even proficient in it, but can I roll a 20?
You can roll 20 an intelligence check, yeah. You know nothing about lizard folk. This is maybe the first lizard folk you have ever seen. Okay, so everybody else.
Alright, no, they're not dragons.
I guess since I actually saw them, I would also see if I know anything about them. So, the nature is. Do I gem roll it as well, nature?
Yes.
Nope.
Okay, good. So yeah, I mean, you do this, but again, what's happening? Actions like you guys just very looking at this
No,
and
I stop. I stop and say, "Hey, there's someone in the lake, in the ruins." Can see it.
Indeed.
Yeah, I'll kind of peer around going, huh? Huh?
Oh, it's alright. You just need to be a little taller. Don't worry. They're definitely down there.
Oh, okay. Just out of curiosity, who's down there?
I don't know who they are, but
And a hobgoblin. The hobgoblin was on top of the tower, wasn't it?
if you manage to do a
Yeah.
yes, then you definitely saw a hobgoblin moving around in the tower.
enemies all around.
Well, it looks like they're prepared, possibly. Or it looks like they're set up to. They don't look like they're wandering around, basically. They look like they're patrolling.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
What do we want to do, guys?
Well, we need to get down there.
Attack and kill everyone.
You say attack and kill everyone, but can you remember why we got sent here?
To kill everyone?
Awkward science and stills.
Does anyone remember why we got sent here?
My character thinks that he's just sent
Oh
to
no, of
kill
course we
everyone.
remember we didn't get sent here from the elf thing. We got sent here
No,
from
we came here.
Oh, this is when
The guy on the hut north of the other town.
Yeah, so Valorant knows that we got sent here to pretty much look at this
Investigate.
place and
It was mostly
What?
investigate.
wipe it out if needs be.
Yeah.
Well,
But- I don't think anyone of us knows if these lizard creatures are generally evil or good. So that's
it's with the
why I'm
hobgoblin.
asking.
It's
Yeah,
with
but-
the hobgoblin.
The hobgoblin, it's in the middle.
Yes.
It's not with the other creatures. Maybe they're trying to assault the hobgoblin. How do we know if they're good or evil?
As the lizards are walking around and the hobgoblin stood there doing fuck all.
Well, maybe they're sneaking around. And the
Are they
hobgoblin
sneaking
hasn't
around,
noticed
Chuky?
them.
They don't seem to be particularly sneaking around, but
I don't
it's
really think you can sneak around in a swamp that's got like pathways connecting.
exactly. It would be very hard to sneak around.
It's like I'm just going to sneak across this rope
They
bridge.
haven't noticed us yet, right?
No. You are above a small treetop, 300, 400 feet away.
Well,
So no,
guys-
they have not noticed you yet.
Do you want to try talking to them?
When the fuck did the unicorns tell you while you were away?
Alexander, are you able to change how you look or we look to make us similar to them?
I'm able to
And
change
not.
how I look, but for me,
Alvarak
perfect.
thinks in his own head that he strongly recommends it.
You do what?
I can change the way
Thinks
how
in his own head that he strongly recommends it.
What do you want me to try and do?
Communicate with them, but as one of them, so it doesn't create suspicion.
So,
He's gonna have to get
shouldn't
down there. though.
right, I can communicate with them. I propose, what if I arrive as a dragon to see if they're allies of the Red Hand? Because I informed you that I can polymorph myself into a relatively weak dragon for now.
You want to transform in a dragon?
To see if they're allies or not. I mean, they would respect one side more than the other.
And what if they just start attacking you?
We will know that they're not with the red hand.
But we know that they are with the red hand, that's why we got sent here.
Then they will not attack me if I approach as a loyal dragon of Tiamat. What do you think? I'll do whatever you tell me to do.
I think that
Very
transforming
submissive.
One of them.
Can you even
I think
speak
that
Draconic?
Yes, I can.
I think that transforming in one of them would be the most secure way to not get attacked.
I want to be able to, like, defend myself better if I get attacked.
We
Would it
will
not be
follow
better to change the way that, like, Hennessy looks?
I cannot do that on Hennessy. I have,
Oh.
out of game I have the polymorph cell as well, because it lasts longer.
In game you can experiment.
In game I explain that
Can't you create an illusion around us or something?
in game I explain to you that I'm not an illusionist, and even if I
Okay,
was,
yeah.
illusions last for a couple of minutes. Only transformation myself lasts for hours enough to convince them.
Okay.
That's what I explain.
Well, that's my plan.
Do you want me to try anything? I am free. I mean, I like it. Yeah.
If you don't like the plan, we can always share
I
something
like the
else.
plan. That's why I'm asking.
Look, while they're talking and discussing this, looking at the place, did you say this is pretty much like a crater?
You can see the map on the screen.
Yeah,
Can
but
you
it's
make
flat.
someone invisible? How about that?
Yes.
It's flat. Is this a crater or it's a varying landscape?
It is a varying landscape. This is not a crater. It's not like around this. There are just hilltops around it. This is.
I can make
So-
someone invisible, and a rogue can go invisible as well.
Yeah, you could
Looking-
make the rogue invisible and have him.
He can go
sneak by and
invisible at
listen,
will. He doesn't know me.
Or
Hang on, how
do
far
that.
away are we from it? We're like
300, 400 feet from the first lizard folk hut.
invisibility wouldn't last long enough for him to get there and back.
I propose that you let me do the dragon disguise idea, which would last for 7 hours, which is enough to get there and back. Or just get there.
But I'm gonna get to you if shit kicks off. Like looking
I
at the
will fly
landscape,
away.
Chuky, is there any obvious landscape that we could use to get a bit closer, like behind it?
No, you feel like if any of the lizard folk are looking at you right now, they might not see you, but as soon as you start moving down the hill, you will be obvious as the fire on a crop field.
Yeah, but I'm saying if we went around to another thing, if there were a way to get close.
Run speed is ×3 or ×4 actual speed?
Times 4 out of combat.
What about in combat?
About in combat, you can only move double.
What if I want to? I'm far away and I want to run to combat.
The same thing, you can only move double in combat.
Okay.
Like, if I approach and gain their attention, is there a way that they could normally sneak in? Like, take them from-
No, as I said, this whole thing is a flat kind of environment. It's a swampy like environment. So maybe when you get out, you might use the walkways and submerged buildings as cover. But from your position right now, somebody with a seeing eye or a small, seeing eyes,
Yes.
they could see you. They could plainly see you where you are right
But
now.
the idea that I want to present is that, without restraining you, of course, I can present you as prisoners, and if they do not believe me, you can just attack. But we will have time to
But
approach.
what are we trying to aim? Like, we got sent here to investigate what was going on here, and if necessary, put an end to it.
Then you don't need to be there if it's such investigate.
But what if there's like fucking 12 dragons down there? What
I
if there's a
will
whole?
be
What if there's a whole army down there?
We would.
What if there's razor fiends in the underwater?
I will learn it, and you will not die. That's my offer.
Then you're gonna die, you deaf cunt.
Do you have a better?
Quantas.
If there is an army, I ask, if there is an army, would it be better for all of us to go, or for one who can disguise himself?
Can we not just cause a distraction or something?
Saito said no.
Chuky didn't say we couldn't cause a distraction.
I just said you couldn't hide.
Yeah.
I never said anything about
Alright,
distractions.
if you want to do anything, just tell me. I'm not telling you anything. Just tell what you want to.
You know your skills better than us. Is there anything you could use, or the healer could use, or devil could use to...
Doesn't invisibility last 1 minute per level?
Yes, I have a scroll of invisibility, but Devil can also go invisible at will. But still,
Yeah, so
going
what's the
after
problem with going there and coming back? It's only 300 to 400 feet. That's way past.
He can
way less.
turn invisible. He can turn invisible at will for longer than I can make him invisible.
Yeah, so what's the problem with him going there, listening to see who they are and what they're doing here, and then coming back to report?
If Devil wants to go, he's free to go.
Yeah, but he's got to go inside,
And
and he's got to walk across them narrow bridges and everything. It's not just like you're walking up to like a keep and sneaking in the door and standing in the middle of the courtyard and putting your ear up against the wall to find out what's happening. That thing with the swamp, it's pretty much got like walkways from what's being described. So one, you're going to have to walk across the walkways, which things are patrolling on them, and two,
Well,
we don't.
looking at the map, there's no actual bridge or walkway to the buildings.
No, there are actually, but they're not
Chuky
there.
said it to us.
Alright, I will ask, ideally, what would you do?
Cause the distraction. If we could get everyone's attention to like 300 yards in the other direction, then we could approach from behind and get as close as we can while everyone's looking at the other side.
Alright, I cannot make a big enough explosion for that. If you can, you're welcome. If not, one of us will need to be the distraction.
Well,
This
why don't
point,
you
I
turn into a
actually-
dragon and go to the other side?
That's what I proposed.
No, you didn't. You said you
At
go
this
and
point,
fucking
I
talk
think
to them.
that the best way of
I
dealing
said
with
that I would, I could go to a dragon to gather attention while the rest of you approach. I don't know if you didn't hear it.
Yeah, but you were on about fucking talking to them and shit and bringing us with you. I'm just thinking if like, because you can fly the dragon and everything still.
Yes, fly speed. That's
I suppose you might get pelted with.
the only thing I will not be able to do is breathe.
Oh, that would be a shame, wouldn't it?
No, I could not.
It was a joke. It was a joke. Barlock is taking the piss out of you.
So do you propose I try to distract them?
You seem really keen on turning into a dragon, and haven't seen anyone turn into a dragon that wasn't a dragon to begin with. And I just think if you go like that way and turn into a dragon, and we go on the other way, and then when you turn into a dragon and roar, everyone's going to turn and look at you, and then we can approach, and then if you get in any trouble, you can take off, because they're not going to have fucking nets. They're not going to be expecting the dragon. No DM hacks, Chuky. And you could fly over. You could fly over to us or fly back. I mean, dragons fly really quickly. You could foreseeably, if you got in any trouble, you could foreseeably fly backwards and around. I don't advise flying over the top, because if they've got archers, they'll be. And also, if there is another dragon in there, because this thing did have the dragon's name next to it, or what we think is the dragon's name next to it, you definitely don't want to engage in combat with an actual dragon.
Yes, definitely.
Because
So,
if you engage in aerial, then you're fucked, because I can't get there.
Question: Am I able to move on the location that I want to cause a distraction from without being spotted?
From your current location right now,
Like move around until I reach like the left side while they're on the right side.
you can try.
I mean, far enough to not be spotted.
You can try.
I mean, was there only this way leading to the swamp, or was there a forest around?
No, the whole round around is swampy and arid, so you can try any path around, but as I said, I can't promise you won't be spotted or not be seen. You need to try and tell me what you want to do.
I'm going to tell them to get in position from the place they want to approach from, and in like 30 minutes or so, I will cause my distraction from here. That's what I'm going to say. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I mean, everyone's rested and everything, aren't they?
Yes.
Yep.
So I will wait.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's early in the day still, Chuky, isn't it?
Yes, it is still early in the day. It's not early. It took you half a day, so it's like midday. Yes, midday is sounds about right.
And, I wouldn't advise approaching at night because everyone's vision would be limited, and the hobgoblins would have the advantage then. Maybe the lizards too, but I don't know anything about lizards.
So, what do you guys do? In the end, again, you need to tell me what you're actually doing.
Do we all agree on that, or
Yeah.
should I just fucking charge at them and go rah?
No.
I mean, that would probably make them run away, in fairness, as long as they've gotten their red hand document that just got emailed out to everyone with a picture of Balrak with like 4 dragon heads in his hand and a hammer going rah! Avoid this man.
Okay, so everybody, what were you guys doing?
I really think that we should take out some of the sentries to make a blind spot, and then approach through the blind spot.
Can you fire from 300 yards? With my hammer, definitely don't go 300 yards, bro. I could probably throw it 300 yards, but it wouldn't come back. I mean, I don't know, can you? I think 300 yards is far too. He's a sling, don't you?
Hennessy
Yes,
just
yes,
stares out in distance, not responding to you.
I look at Hennessy and I see that he uses a sling, and he says he uses a sling.
Okay, Alexander. Dragon form, go in.
Alright.
Wait, tie the donkeys and everything with money. That's rubbish. You can't just turn into a fucking dragon on top of a horse. Crazy bastard.
I'm dismounting.
We'll watch from here and see what happens, how they react.
Well, no,
If
we'll
they
all back
attack,
up
fly
then.
up. And we'll get to you,
Alright.
then fly down and fight across.
What happens is that I cast Polymorph Cell on myself. With my current hit dice, I'm able to transform into a
Pink dragon!
no, green dragon. I'm like, do you remember the dragon we faced on the bridge? Kinda like that level of power and size.
He was pussy.
I know. So, large green
If
dragon.
I kill him in this form, does he stay as a dragon?
No, when you kill
No,
me,
he reverts.
there is actually an interesting fact. If you cut one of my limbs, but my body is somehow still alive, the limb stays polymorph.
So if I chop your head off, I get another dragon head.
If I manage to stay alive without a head.
I'll bear that one in mind.
That's kinda hard to do.
Anyway, a large green dragon flies. In
A
distance of
medium green dragon.
7 hit dice, I think. Oh yes, you're right. A medium green dragon, adult, flies within 100 feet of the patrol we spotted, lands on the swamp, and I do roar in Draconic. That means I greet you.
Sorry? Again?
I do a roar in Draconic. That means I greet you.
You did move, didn't you?
I flew 100 feet away from it.
Okay,
That's
a couple
flew in a
of
fucking straight line up, you daft cunt. We're supposed to sneak in the other direction.
a couple of
Yeah.
wizard folk just stop dead in their tracks, look at you, and then drop on their knees and say in their tongue, "Yes, master, yes," and they kind of like bow their heads.
Do we
What
see
is your
this
wish?
happening?
You won't see this happening. Yes.
They seem to be red hand. Do we go kill them?
I don't know, because I can't see, because there's a fucking dragon in the way.
I'm
Okay.
telling you, they're definitely red hand. Shall we go?
So Alexander, what's your
Until they arrive.
What do you
until
do?
they- Until they arrive, I mean, I will turn to the hobgoblin sentry, as you see, and I will tell him in. I speak.
There is no hobgoblin.
There is no. Alright, I will tell them in my draconic.
Again, you're not in that building in the middle. You're
To the ones that bow to me, I speak to them, and I tell them, report your situation.
we revere. Oh my God, Regirex. He is in. He is in the castle, my lord, in the middle. We listen to commands and we do whatever he bids to do. Those pesky other wizardful clans on the other side are. You should get rid of them, lord. They're not to be trusted. And he falls again, doing those bows he did before.
Alright, I will ask them to... Can you call your leader? Because I need to convene with him his plans of the Red Hand.
We do not call, Regex. You do not call a god, he says. You need to go to him, lord. He is indisposed.
Then send someone to do this. I'm running out of time, and the Wormlords will not be pleased with you. Right?
Yes.
I roar.
Yes. And he bows several times and starts moving very fast, and then jumps into the water and starts swimming. Everybody else, what are you guys doing?
Well, before I was saying, they seem to be red-handed. We go.
Well, the whole idea was he was supposed to cause a distraction on the other side. Now, they're all gonna know who the fuck we are. A halfling, a human, and a dwarf charging up behind a dragon that they've never seen before.
He is a dragon. They're not gonna connect the dots.
Yeah, but they're still gonna react to us.
Yes, but it's still gonna work. Come on.
Besides, it's
I
only
might
a
have-
dwarf and a human. I'm not gonna hide.
I might have to hit him just to make things look realistic. So.
Okay, yeah, you are full HP.
Okay.
So what's happening? How are we moving? Are you guys doing anything or just staring down?
I'm trying to convince the party to go.
Just while we've been looking, has there been any change on the situation with everything else other than the wizards appearing?
I just said that
One of them
jumped into the water. That's about it.
Yeah, but like everything else, the lizards are still there, the hobgoblin's still on top of the tower.
The hobgoblin is still there, kind of looking toward the direction of this dragon. The wizard folk are moving around, same directions. A couple of them, 5 of them in total, are kind of like just revealing and spouting reverential prayers at the dragon, at Alexander, in dragon form.
Oh, does anybody have any of the red hand stuff?
I would suppose so.
Should I be on up there? Has anybody picked up any red hand stuff?
No, I don't think so.
not here.
God, did none of you collect anything? Jesus Christ. Just last question before I decide where we're moving. How tall does the tower look in relation to Nick's size of the dragon?
The tower is pretty big. The tower is
like much bigger or
much bigger.
Can you see me?
It's like
so that we foreseeably couldn't approach in the direction where the dragon's line of sight blocked us.
exactly.
Right.
By the way, you said that only one started swimming away, so there are other lizard folk there, right?
Yes, kind of like just.
Do not seem suspicious. I will roar again, and I will demand for a treat, because I have been flying for 3 days to one of them.
Okay.
It's a dwarf who eats dragon meat.
Some of these wizard folk just scramble away and move. Yes, lord. Yes, lord.
Yeah, let's go, YOLO. I don't suggest that we charge though. I think we should just approach.
As long as it's yes. Then if we notice them, we charge.
Varrock makes all attempts to hide things like the hemisphere and stuff like that. Under cover.
Okay.
So what snack did they give me?
They just bring
I
you
guess-
a carcass of a deer.
Right. I eat it.
By the way, were we hiding behind a hill or trees? I forgot that part.
A hill.
No.
It was a hill. Okay.
Yes.
So going down the hill on the unicorn with sword in one
Oh,
hand
oh,
and
oh,
staff,
oh.
and with light cast on the other hand.
You're taking the unicorn.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I said, well, everything else is tied up. I said, I'm gonna take the fucking
No,
donkey.
you tied up your donkey. I didn't.
Yeah,
have
yeah, I'm
any-
just saying, you're gonna go significantly. You're gonna be charging down that hill pretty quick, fast me. I'm gonna have to roll down that fucking hill to keep up.
You can hop on the back. It's a strong unicorn.
It better be a fucking strong uniform. I think when Nick After, like, I weigh nearly fucking 100 pounds.
Yeah, you can hop on the back.
So I'm the one rolling down.
Bye, Hennessy!
Yes, you're.
I'm
You
gonna
are
make
the
a
one
balance
rolling down
check.
the hill.
Balance on the unicorn's horn while this
I-
thing
I-
charges down the hill.
Actually,
Here, Hennessy, drink this.
Can it
And a hand
carry
potion.
enough? Can it carry enough weight to handle Hennessy as well?
20 strength. 4
Yeah,
legs.
it can. I don't think you'll be able to run with
Let's
it,
just
but
let's just say it can. So you guys
I'll
move
pick
down.
Hennessy.
Okay, and you
Like,
guys
you
you
can,
get,
you can ride forward saddle, I'll ride back saddle, and I'll pick it up.
you guys move down, and just like 100 feet from the dragon,
From him.
from Alexander Dragon, you can see like the lizard folk are like backing away, and the lizard folk says, "Whoa, there are intruders behind you."
I'm like, I roar, intruders, battle position, call your leader to defend this place, for the right hand. That's what I say.
Okay,
And
and
I face towards the intruder.
I instantly say to the party, we shouldn't have fucking sent that retard in alone.
and just 50 feet off, you get stopped in your tracks.
We get stopped in our tracks.
Yes, everybody gets stopped in their tracks, because
By what?
from the middle. Give me 1 second to actually give you this. What must have been an impressive stone structure now lies half submerged in the lake. Its facade still displays majestic heroes bearing heraldic lion devices and armed with swords. This is the big tower, the big town hall in the middle. You're just reading
How
the
does
description.
that cut us off, though?
Jim, what?
How does that cut us off?
No, let me just get it.
Oh, right,
So-
you mean interrupt what's happening, right, sorry. I
Exactly.
thought you got cut off and then like, oh, the thing in the middle. I was like, no, in the middle.
No, I'm just reading the description of what's stopping you in the tracks right now. The building's ground floor seems to be completely submerged, and the second floor just sits above the water level. Its marble hills caked with moss and mud. The third floor is partially collapsed, exposing its rooms in the sky above. And from this floor, two very large shadow membranes raise up, and a bone-freezing roar that says in Draconic, "Who dares disturb my slumber?" echoes. And
I feel like I can shout loud enough to reply to this.
no,
Can I
The-
roar loud
the
enough
head-
like this?
the head of a large dragon appears. A dragon who has seen many hundreds of years in his life. And all of you have to roll against 5-foot presence.
There's nowhere near its presence can do it.
Actually, is it on site? Because I'm thinking.
It's on
Um,
initiation of combat. We went through this last time, or if it's flying.
Exactly,
overhead.
you're right. So you don't need to roll anything. You don't need to roll anything yet.
Also,
But you
Polymorph
can
transfers
see.
the-
Gone.
Polymorph transfers the template buff, so I mean to check first.
No, I'm
Polymorph
pretty
transfers
sure it
the
said
template.
you don't get EX abilities or anything like that. That's why
Yes.
you can't.
Transfers,
That's why you
it
can't.
transfers the template.
Yeah, but it also specifically says that you can't use EX things. I did tell
You
you this
can-
when you were
Yes,
discussing
yes.
about turning into a dragon, and I told you anything with EX on, you can't.
Yes,
do.
you cannot use the EX, but you can use the dragon traits. like you can use the plant traits, like you can use the aberration traits. And the dragon traits are immune to paralysis, sleep, and fear effects, if I remember correctly.
Oh, I thought you meant you were using your fear aura.
I'm not using my fear aura, I'm using my template's ability, because the polymorph gives you the template.
Okay,
It's not
so
special.
you roll initiative.
Yes, we roll initiative. Quasi initiative to dragon. So plus 6.
Okay, people. So roll initiative.
Best initiative.
Are we all not technically on initiative with the unicorn at this present moment of time?
Right. Let me roll for the unicorn. Maybe it's,
Oh, unicorn!
it's +3. Yeah.
Okay,
Best
so
initiative plus 2.
the turn order is
But when you post the turn
unicorn.
order, roll
You turn-
twice, so we can...
Write it down. Write it down now. I'm gonna call it out. The turn order is Hennessy, unicorn. Not there in chat. God.
That's fine, I guess, somehow.
Varwak and Cyrell at the same time. The wizard folk. The dragon. Plus somebody else. And something that you don't know. Okay.
Somebody else and somebody we don't know.
Write it in chat, don't really write that there. Okay, so what do you guys do? First is Hennessy.
Would you like to be dropped, Master Halfling? Would you like to be tossed?
I guess dangling there, I ready island of flame stings.
Would you like to be dropped or would you like to be tossed?
So do you jump? Do you get down from the unicorn?
Yeah, I'll get off the unicorn.
I'll
Okay.
hold of him!
You get out the unicorn? No, because you guys were stopped a bit in your tracks. You're not charging
I
him.
still got hold of him.
Yeah, I mean, but do you actually hold him? Do you stop him? Do you
So I
hamper
asked
him?
him, do you want to be dropped or do you want to be tossed?
Staying near the group is going to be more beneficial for me.
Okay, so do you answer the question? Do you want to be tossed?
I drop him then.
No,
I'm
okay.
guessing I hit to see if we do that. It's just reaction. Yeah.
You drop Hennessy. Hennessy, you run down on your feet. And what are you doing? You are 50 feet from the lizard folk.
First off, I'm going to activate Island of Blades.
Okay.
And
Go on.
then I'm going to delay until another party member moves, actually.
Good. And unicorn turn.
It's... Can I get off the unicorn?
No, it's his turn, so you delay his turn.
I delay the unicorn's turn.
Okay, good. So Valrak and Cyrell at the same time.
I get off.
Well, the unicorn just stays there.
The unicorn stays for you to get off. Yes. Okay, so Valrak, what's happening?
If you want to get off.
Yeah, I get off as well.
Okay, so you both got off the unicorn, and you are 50 feet from the lizard folk in front of you, and from your friend that has turned into dragon form. So what are you guys doing?
I am pretty pissed off with what the mage said, so as my 3-action, I boom and draconic that this dragon deceives you. He breathes if he is a real dragon.
Okay, good. You disconspire your friend.
He just fucking alerted the whole fortress about us. Don't you fucking say I disconceived my friend.
They told me that you were coming. I didn't.
I'm
alert
just
them.
joking.
Oh yeah, 3 people said we were coming, so you decided to roll in Draconic to the entire place to go to
No.
battle positions.
I told to them to go to battle positions.
You're a fucking dragon, you don't whisper.
I'm supposed to bring the big dragon to you instead of have you walk march into this place, and they need to think I'm on their side.
Could have just eaten one of them. That's what.
Okay, so yeah, you
Let's
can.
bring the big dragon to us so we can face it while we're facing all the rest of this shit, too.
So Varrock. Varrock or Sarah, whoever wants to go first.
I say, don't die. Far away from me.
It's 50-50, did you say?
I get off my crossbow and I shoot my prepared shot that's already loaded. Haven't done that in a while. Am I close enough to shoot with my crossbow?
Yes, you're at 50 feet. Yeah, you're 50 feet from the
Okay.
lizard folk.
15.
Good, you go at the lizard folk and you manage to hit.
Actually, that was 16. But still.
15
I
is a
do
hit.
7 damage.
Okay, you do 7 damage to the lizard folk and you kill the lizard folk. They're very
Oh,
weak.
oh,
Yeah, they're kind of weak creatures.
that's like one of my first skills.
The lizard folk dies and the others shriek heavily at you guys offensively, calling out. Next in line, Warlock.
I will just charge one and smash one.
Okay, you charge one of these creatures.
Yeah. I think I updated my macros. And the stance that I will go in will be Stonefoot stance, which is the one that gives me 2 to strength checks and 2 AC against large foes.
Okay, so Varrock charges with his hammer into this.
Does my delayed action go off? 'Cause he charged.
The reaction goes after his turn in this in 3.5. So it's like you get your turn after him.
Alright.
Okay, you charge this creature, effectively normally hitting him.
Yeah, my macros are right.
Okay, do your damage. Yeah, you smack this creature across the head, but it doesn't die. It's still up. And after that we have the lizard folk themselves. The 2 of them will... sorry, it is
Yeah,
you,
it's
yes.
Hennessy.
It is yours, Hennessy. So yeah,
So yeah, Hennessy will do a charge action against the same lizard folk.
good. Do it.
It's +2 to charge, right?
Press 2, yes.
Okay.
By the way, my unicorn delayed this action, so when does it go?
After. He was the second to do a. So 28, that is a hit for your damage. I mean, whatever damage you roll, you still kill it.
Also, it's actually 30 because flanking.
Oh, Chuky, I just thought I'd...
You are
Oh, no, I
fighting.
didn't charge
You
this.
are fighting a lizard folk. You
Yep.
don't need to have a 30 to attack. You need to
No,
point it out.
but-
I know.
But I do.
You don't. you really don't. I
I
mean,
don't need to, but I do.
you kill this creature because again, these are small creatures. These are like
Minions.
the minions exactly. So after this is the unicorn.
Oh, Chuky,
So what's the unicorn doing?
I did
Charge.
1 extra damage because I have a bonus against reptilian humanoids of types and dragons.
Okay, so your unicorn charges the last remaining lizard folk around.
27.
25,
Good
20.
charge.
Yes, damage.
16.
Yeah, he just impales the lizard folk in his horn, raises him up on the ground, and then just swings him to a side. Exactly.